Good evening, friends. My name is Robin, and welcome back to my channel Infinite Trade. So let's begin our analysis for Nifty and Bank Nifty for tomorrow. Before we begin the analysis, let's just discuss what we discussed yesterday. So if you remember, in the Bank Nifty video, I had mentioned this clearly that we'll take an entry when this particular trend line is broken, and that's what happened today. This was broken, and this is where I booked my profits because this was my target around 38 370 to 380. And I think in my Telegram channel I had mentioned that this is where the target needs to be booked, and we saw a good bounce here, and then in the second half it again broke this level. So again, this is also something which I mentioned on my Telegram channel, that since this target was achieved in the first half, there is a possibility that the second half we may break this and we may test 3800 is what I said. But however, we stopped near 38,200. So I think a fair analysis, and market went absolutely according to the analysis that was done. So these days gives you confidence that yeah, your analysis is correct and whatever you planned is correct. So whenever things are working in your favor, you should definitely not miss that opportunity to make money. Cool. So this was about Bank Nifty. I had clearly told you that you have to wait for a day to see what Nifty is going to do, and I think that absolutely worked well, because Nifty created a lot of confusions initially. So this was fine, like in the morning it opened with a gap up, then it slowly came down to this level, and just a second. Oh, I think this is yesterday, sorry, my bad. So this is where I think everything started. So it started from here. Then I told you that this is a very important level, and if this breaks, we may test 18,000, and that is already done. So what is surprising is 18,000 has been broken also. So in any case, Nifty shouldn't have fallen below this, because this was a very important level. If it has to continue to be bullish, but however we have come down, that means there is a gap here, and there is a scope of filling this gap, is what I can understand as per the current price action. So 18,050, that is, this level is going to act as a resistance for tomorrow, and I think tomorrow Nifty may open gap up maybe, or then slow and steadily it may come and fill the gap and finish something like this. So let's hope for that. And so in the end, I just wanted to mention that when I stopped, like when I said that do not trade Nifty for tomorrow, I think that worked out, because it would have created a lot of confusion when it showed a strong bounce at this place, and then further it came down heavily. So this was one of the reasons why I clearly avoided it. Okay, so now let's do the analysis for tomorrow. Let's just quickly check the data, how it is. Okay, participant wise open interest. You may hear some crackers noise in the background. I don't know, there are some kids blowing up the crackers. I'm extremely sorry for this. Yeah, so let's begin this. So the first thing is, okay, we will check the summary later. First we'll come and see what exactly happened today. So FIs, they have closed long positions in future and added short positions. Cool. Pros have created long positions, and they have also created short positions. index call. So options is something which is going to be interesting. So FIs have created 7,700 long positions in call options. However, they have created 44,000 shorts in the call option. So which means that FIs are bearish. Pros have again created 29,300 long in the call option and 82,300 shorts. So pros are also bearish. And if you look at put, FIs have created long positions, pros have also created long positions, and both have closed any short positions that they had. Okay, so this is clearly indicating that the market is still in a downtrend. So they haven't changed any scope as of now in the market. So the data is bearish. Let's quickly check the option chain. Okay, we'll use Opstra. Okay, Nifty, if we look at Nifty, 18,000 had the maximum put writers that we saw, if you all remember. You know, we had a very long bar over here, but both the call writers and put writers are, have ran away, and we have heavy shorts in 1800, 200 and above. And if we see, put writing is not that significant. So this shows that put writers are not confident in selling the puts, so they are also expecting the market can go down. So this is what we see in Nifty. So tomorrow, the main thing would be to watch 18,000, how it works. Is it the call writers who are taking it down, or is it the put writers who are taking it up, is something which we'll see tomorrow. But looks like, definitely there is a scope of filling that gap, which is around 17,880. So we may test that level tomorrow. And if we look at Bank Nifty, 38,500 has maximum call writing that has happened today, and similar to Nifty, no big support in the market at the downside, and the resistances are quite strong. So this is all about the option chain. Now let's quickly analyze the charts. First, let's go with Bank Nifty, because that seems to be a little easier for trading tomorrow. Okay, so Bank Nifty, see, what happened is it has closed towards the day low, which is a very, very, bearish sign, because even after so much of fall, if it is closing at the day low, it clearly shows that there is no strength for the upside. So what should be our plan? So the plan is simple. Bank Nifty has opened up levels around, so further downside levels of 38,000 and 37,800 to 900 levels. Okay, so I'm not saying that 37,800, 900 will come immediately tomorrow. Let's see how it works, but these levels are opening up. Okay, so what do you think, if Bank Nifty has to be bullish, what it has to do? There are only two things possible. Okay, one is do a significant gap up, so maybe about 38,600 or 700. Do a significant gap up, Bank Nifty can trade sideways like this, and then the bulls may enter and we can see a further breakout, and eventually we may trade higher. Or the next option is do a significant gap down, because what happens is whenever you get a significant gap down, and maybe even if it is FIs or pros, or even if it is retailers for that sake, everyone's mentality is going to be the same, that overnight gain is something which you're getting, because if you have put buy, definitely you have overnight gains, and you may want to book profits without any risk. So this is where slow and steady the Bank Nifty can turn bullish. But till the time it is opening up flat, it is very, very difficult for bulls to defend the position. It becomes easier for bears, because they just have to break the swing low. Every Tom, Dick and Harry would take an entry here, and the market may continue to go. So this is what is happening so far. So let's see how we open tomorrow. So now let's quickly discuss what should be our plan. So if we again open flat, like within this area, that is 38,400 and below. If we open within this area, once we break this level, you can take an entry, and your first target would be around 38,000, 30 to 50, and the next level, I think it is around 37, 880 or 900, something like that. So but it is always better to book profits here. Okay, and what if we see a gap down? If it is a small gap down like something here, then wait for a small retracement, and then here you can buy a put, and the target would be the same 30. So in this case, we may also see 37,900 if we open gap down and take a pullback and then come down. Okay, then this levels open up, and if we see a very significant gap up, so significant gap up means somewhere above 38,500. Okay, if we open above 38,500, you don't have to do anything, just wait and watch. Market should consolidate here, and whenever it breaks any of the side, take an entry. Okay, and I think while checking the participant wise open interest, we just missed out to look at the summary. So when I was mentioning this, I thought I should show up the summary also. So summary states that FIs have, okay, FIs have future short, call, sell, put, buy. Okay, which means extremely bearish. Future is also sold out, call is also shorted, put is under long. And similarly, if we look at Prodesk, 53,000 call short and 62,750 put buy. So the long positions in puts are significant. So that means we can expect a downfall. But in case if we get a gap down, be sure that do not jump into the trade, because these guys will book profit, and there is a possibility of market turning around. Okay, now let's go back to the chart. Okay, so this is the plan for Bank Nifty. So I'll just summarize. If we open above 38,500, okay, so if we open above 38,500, then we will wait for the market to continue in a range, and then we will trade the breakout. Okay, so this should be our plan. And if we open flat within 38,400, then we will take a short entry once this swing breaks. Okay, and your target should be around 38,050 and then 37,880 to 900. And if we open gap down, so any gap down, we will just wait for this small retracement to fill this gap, and we will buy a put here. Then our target will be around 37,900. So this should be a plan for Bank Nifty for tomorrow. I hope things are clear. Let's quickly look at Nifty. So Nifty seems to be strongly bearish at the moment, and I'll just remove all these levels. Let's put this up here. Okay, so this looks neat. So Nifty, what we are supposed to do is, so opening above this level, which is 18,040. Okay, this is the last swing. So if we open above this, then we may see Nifty consolidating something like this, and in case if it gives a breakout in the second half, we may take a trade, but the chances are very grim. So I think we may open somewhere within this area. So if we open this area, and if we see that it is closing below this green candle, you can immediately buy a put. Your target should be you can book around 17,900, or you may wait for this gap to get filled. So this gap is around 17,880. We may even see a dip until 17,800. So this should be a plan. So opening within this range, gap up opening, avoid it, only trade the breakout. And in case if we gap down somewhere here, no problem, there is still a scope of filling this gap. We may just see a bounce until here, we may buy a put here, and then we can even plan a target of 17,800. So instead of 800, we will exit around 830. So this should be a plan for Nifty. I hope things are clear. I hope you guys are enjoying, and let's meet in another video tomorrow. Please like the videos, subscribe the channel, and see you tomorrow. Till then, take care. Bye bye.